Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is going on, Just the Bet Slips family? Professor Parlay coming to you on this wild Saturday. I don't know. My brain might pop out by the end of this show. Yesterday was not a good day for the professor, by the way, and I did not update my records because I was too busy doing all these soccer bets. But I went 0 for 3 yesterday. It was a tough day. Yeah, so we're hoping we got a lot of bets today and a lot of units that possibly on the line. Therefore, we could be huge. We might get to 100 today if we hit all these.
That's crazy.
Saying. But I know Poolside Pat is coming from work, so we don't want to take forever because he's got to go back to work. Any quick thoughts that I want to add?
No, yeah, I mean, I only ended up losing 2 units because I hit a 5-1, but that was the only one I hit, and so the record continues to look ridiculous, but at least the units are still there.
For the record, if you watched the show yesterday, I did tell y'all to caution the strikeouts from Mizorowski, and he only got 7.
Yeah, you're right.
The Braves just don't strike out. I was hoping I was wrong because I bet Mizorowski for 8 and he didn't get me there. Then again, Bubba Chandler only got 1 strikeout against the Rockies. I don't know what that was about. But I'm hoping that means that they're really due for strikeouts tonight against Skeens because I'm laddering him today, just so you know.
Oh, wow.
And that is on the show officially. But I'll go ahead and get into the thing that keeps us from getting sued, which is the disclaimer. Number 1, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number 2, please gamble responsibly at your own risk. Do not gamble more you can afford, and only gamble what you can afford to lose. And if you run into an issue, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help. Call the number at 1-800-GAMBLER if you need it. Again, we're not professional gamblers. We try to do the most research and give you the best bets we can, but we're not professionals. We don't get paid for this. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Please gamble responsibly. Set limits. Stay within those limits. If you stay within your limits, then you should be fine. You won't need number 3, but if you do need number 3, call 1-800-GAMBLER. They will get you the help you need. We're not affiliated or sponsored by any specific sports book. However, we are affiliated with Nevin Eyewear. I'm going to bring out the new ones. We got the Rolex making a comeback. We got PD King coming in, I'm assuming from the hotel room. But yeah, if you want Nevin Eyewear, they are polarized. They are let's see. All of these are amazing. If you use the code link in our link tree, you will get 30% off of 1 pair or buy 1 get 2 free. And they are if you lose them, damage them, scratch them, and need them replaced, you can go on the website and fill out a claim form, and they will replace them for free. So they are kind of risk free in that regard. If you're going to use a prescription pair, use the 30% off. If you're not using a prescription pair, use the buy 1 get 2 free. Either way, you're going to get free shipping because anything over $50 you get free shipping. So check out Nevin Eyewear, never out or even. We love Nevin, and click on our link. Let them know we sent you if you're going to buy a pair. I said we're not affiliated with a sports book. We are affiliated with something like a sports book, which is Playvo. Playvo is a challenge system, and the way it works is you buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500. No matter what package or how many packages you buy, you get 10% off. If you buy that $30 package for $27 with our code JTBS, you will get a $1,000 bankroll. You have to complete 2 challenge systems. Challenge 1 is to get to 10% profit before getting 10% losses. If you complete challenge 1, you move on to challenge 2, which is to get to 15% profit before 10% losses. If you complete that challenge, you move on to the funded stage where you can cash out up to 70% of your profit up to that point going forward. If you don't like the 2-challenge system, they do have a blitz package, which is a 1-challenge system, but that one is a little harder because you have to get 25% profit before getting the 10% losses. Either way, you would still move on to the funded stage, get the same 70% cash out options up to that point going forward. If you're looking for the best bet of the day, I'm going with Yoshinobu Yamamoto over 18.5 out.
That's not how you say his name.
Yamamoto.
It's minus 115 boosted to minus 105. I'm sorry, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure who you were talking about.
But he's gone over this line in 5 of his last games. He's going against the Orioles, which I think he's probably going to have. He has a very good chance to dominate today. I think he cruises through, 6 1/3. He has been steadily over 6 innings all season long. I mean, obviously he has a few outliers, but for the most part, he's been hitting 6, and lately he's been getting over 6 1/3. He's gone 7 or 8 innings in like 3 of his last 5, so he's really been going deep in games. The strikeouts worry me more than the innings do. His strikeouts, he could get 10 one day and then get 4 the next, so I didn't want to trust the strikeouts here. So that's why we're going with the innings. I really think he can get to the 18.5 outs, and we're getting it right around even money with the 10% boost that I had on Fanatics.
Love it.
Also, Turkey banged us yesterday.
Yes, they did. You are not wrong. Jesus. And what scares me with all the eight bets that Pat convinced me to do today, but
Convinced you're doing it on your own.
we'll move on to only long balls. I don't know if you have one, but I have Corbin Carroll at plus 390. He is 3 for 6 with 2 home runs lifetime versus Taj Bradley, and the wind is blowing out and right at 12 miles per hour. Not to mention Corbin Carroll has like 5 or 6 home runs in this month. He's been hitting a decent amount of home runs, and like I said, he's batting 500 with 2 home runs versus this pitcher. So why not have him go deep today? Jen has Hunter Goodman, which might be a little risky considering they're facing Paul Skeens, but Paul Skeens ain't going to go 9 innings. So if he doesn't go 9 innings, then Goodman has a chance. Not to mention, Skeens every now and then when he does give up a hit, sometimes the long ball because he throws pretty hard. But you're getting that plus 290. Dan, did you have any other reasoning that you looked at for Goodman? You're on mute.
I have absolutely no reasoning.
All right, cool. Look, Gunnar Goodman.
Yesterday I was
She
hit
just
long
likes
ball,
a
so
man when the name is Goodman.
That's right. He does have like 18 home runs this year, so it's not like he's a slouch. This guy hits home runs. If he can get a hold of one of Skeens, he can definitely hit it out. And then when the bullpen comes in, anything's possible, especially with Pittsburgh's bullpen.
so PD, yesterday I picked Ben Rice because I turned Friday into Fajita Friday and I was going to be eating rice, and he hit, and he almost hit long ball.
Sure.
He was 1 home run away from long ball. And today I'm going out to dinner with a friend whose maiden name is Goodman, so I picked Goodman. That's my reasoning.
There you go.
I mean, that's a strong play, but I mean, you will go after anybody that's name is good and man
John
because
Goodman.
you like a good man in your life.
I do. Look at
Just
my
throwing it out
company.
there. Wow.
There you go.
All right.
That's nice.
Those
I
are the two
appreciate
those were the two we have. I did parlay these together as I always do. I think it's right around plus 2,000 if you put them together. I think it was plus 2015 to be exact. And we missed it yesterday because of my guy Shea. There was 11 home runs in that Angels game, and somehow Shea Langoliers was not one of them. The Angels had 5 home runs from 5 different guys in that lineup. If you were just betting home runs in that game, you got rich last night, just so you know.
2015, very forgettable World Series champion. Anybody know?
Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, very forgettable though.
I say I can barely remember like 15 minutes ago, much less 2015.
Well, you know what you
fact-
can
the
focus
fact
on
that
is
you
all
asked
your
the
World Cup bets.
The fact that
Yeah,
you
well.
asked a baseball guy
That's true.
who won that World Series is
All right.
it's
Oh,
blasphemy,
it was
sir.
easy. It was easy.
We promised a Saturday 6-pack today, so I've got 6 guys to get a hit. All of these guys are on a 5+ or longer hit streak. So we've got PCA, who's been absolutely tearing the cover off the ball, 1+ hit. Samad Taylor, 1+ hit. Jordan Alvarez, probably one of the best hitters in baseball this year, 1+ hit.
Yeah.
Brian Reynolds, who has been one of the best hitters this month, to get hit. Zach Geloff, who's still got a 23-game hitting streak going, 1+ hit. And Liam Hicks, 1+ hit, who is on like an 8 or 9 game hitting streak. All of these guys have 10+ hits over these hit streaks. And we're getting it plus 630. I also round robin these because I'm nuts. But what I did was I round robin them, and I only did the 4s and the 5s. I didn't do any of the others because it's really not worth doing any of the others. So if you round robin them, only do the 4 combination and the 5 combination. I think it comes down to like 15 total combinations if you do it that way. But that is our Saturday 6-pack. Man. All right, we're going to let you do yours before it gets weird after this. Before we do this, PK, do you have a media that don't have that slide if you did?
No.
Before it gets weird?
Before it gets weird. Like, the problem is I'm trying to get like accurate stuff on PD. The PD that Pat actually put up is probably the PD today, which is Sanchez. He'll talk about a little bit. Sanchez for 7 in the Phillies money line. But because I'm in this terrible freaking state, I don't understand how this works. So the trade is Sanchez over 7.5 because it won't let me combo 7 and the Phillies money line. When I put them together, it's minus 203. Separately, it's minus 178 and plus 108.
How does that work?
How in the Sam hell can Florida tell me that it's worse odds when I combine them than together?
NXT, yes, I'll 100% recap those again.
Yeah.
Um,
Just absolute trash, to be very clear. So I'm trying to find another bet that's actually positive money where I'm currently sitting.
That's wild. That's wild work. I don't know what that's about.
I have no clue.
But
Like,
we'll
I'm not
let Pat get into his marquee matchup and then the madness after the next slide.
What madness. Sorry, I just put a pretzel in my mouth.
Oh, you're good. Well, actually, while you eat your pretzel, I'm gonna go through these real quick for NXT week because he asked me to recap them. So I've got Pete Crow Armstrong 1+ hit, Samad Taylor 1+ hit, Jordan Alvarez 1+ hit, Brian Reynolds 1+ hit, Zach Giloff 1+ hit, and Liam Hicks for 1+ hit. And I have a hit parlay that doesn't include, I don't think, any of these, which is kind of wild also on my
In the round robin, all combinations of 4 and 5.
I did 4 and 5. If you do all of them, I think it's some crazy amount of like 45 combinations. So if you're going to do all of them, just bet those responsibly. Don't go crazy with them.
Yeah, there you go.
Leave this up because I'm going to need it.
Oh.
What's that? The hit, this one?
Yeah.
All right. We'll leave it up for a minute in case the next team we still.
Are you going to be in a different state today? Yeah,
no,
right?
I'm still in Florida. This is my last full day in Florida, and then after this, so I'm driving back to Virginia, this afternoon or tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm driving back. Dude, the state of Florida won't even let me parlay the hits.
That's wild. I'm sorry, all combinations is 57. So if you're doing all of them, put like 10 cents on all combinations. Don't go crazy with that.
Literally will not let me combo. I don't know if y'all can see that. It says will not let me combo. That's just 2 of them. This is absolutely stupid. Florida sucks. I say that, but yet I am like up in the state of Florida. That's probably the reason why my trades market is trash.
Yeah, they're like, you're winning too much. We can't have that. We're gonna.
I'm up. What? I'm up 15 units in the state of Florida.
Nice. All right, we'll let you get to this one. I'm worried about it again. You're betting against the Braves to strike out. We just talked about this yesterday, Pat.
We did just talk about this.
We did. But look at that. Look at what we're getting this at. This is by far the safest marquee matchup I've ever done. I'm trying to dig out of a hole, and Kyle Harrison is actually a solid hand going up against the surefire one, and I think we all expect Chris Sale to sail past 6 strikeouts. Great song. And then 6 is not too much to ask for. The Braves did strike out 6 times. They did yesterday, so give me 6. I'm not looking for 12. It's not like I'm looking for 12.
The best pitcher in all baseball, but yeah, they did.
Yeah. So
Oh,
there you go.
guess who can't bet this?
Florida guys. You should start your own sports book down there.
I should. I mean, I
Just
probably should.
take a drive over to Soft Paper and bet it live.
Just the
F
sports
that.
book.
He said that. They need to put a casino inside
here's-
of Disney World.
Here's what's funny is I can bet Sale to go 8+ and Harrison to go 6+ because I can bet the overs and I can combine those at
You should
plus
do that.
245. So
I
that's
think
what
you
I'm
should do
doing.
that.
That's what I'm
Wow.
gonna do. I'm gonna bet both overs.
Good bet. That's a good bet.
I mean, I'm putting it in.
Pat, you hit that crazy name yesterday though. That one for like plus 400 or 500, wasn't it?
Yeah, Imai,
Yeah,
or
Imai,
whatever.
and then
Yeah, it's
Bybee.
500 plus 500.
I saw that. I was like, that man had 11 Ks. What in the world? Never even
Yeah,
heard of that guy.
he's
That's Uni Imai.
yeah, that's our guy now.
And then shout out to Slittler who had 13 Ks last night, which is
Yeah.
wild. Also, to be fair, when I was betting yesterday, I did not pay attention to the fact that the Yankees were facing the Reds. Had I would have bet Slittler for a lot of strikeouts, and that was on me. I just saw he's burned me so much. I saw his name and I said, nope, didn't even pay attention to who they were facing. I probably should have since the Reds are trash and strike out a ton.
Is he on the dead to me list?
He's not on the dead to me list, but he's just like on the back of my head of no.
I just
But-
don't understand why this is minus 203.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm betting them separate because it's the only thing that makes sense to me.
I'm moving on to the 750 club. I will do this kind of quick.
Whoa.
I've got 4 guys to get 7 strikeouts today. Paul Skeens, 7+ strikeouts. He's got 7+ strikeouts in 9 of his last 10. He's facing the Rockies in the bottom 5 in the league and getting strikeout. Nathan Eovaldi, 7+ strikeouts. I know some people are going to be like, well, this might be pushing it, but he's hit 7+ strikeouts in 7 starts this year. It's not like he's a slouch when it comes to getting strikeouts. And San Diego strikes out 8.43 times per game. Chris Sale, 7+ strikeouts. The Brewers strike out around 8, a little over 8 per game, and it's Chris Sale's hit this 7 of his last 9 starts. And then Christopher Sanchez, 7+ strikeouts. He has hit this in 7 of his last 9, and the Mets strike out over 8 times per game as well. Putting all 4 of these guys together for 7 strikeouts at plus 945.
Yeah, I wish I could
That's
bet
a good
this. That 7 strikeout bet. And
Actually, I hope that today is one of our biggest winning days. If today's going to be one of your following days.
I mean, so I can go Skeens for. Let me see if I'm able to do this in any way, shape, or form in Florida.
You're probably going to have to just take the over for all 4 of them.
I have to take the over. It's just what's the number. So I know Sale is 8. I've got to hit 8 for Sale. I know Sanchez is there. Sanchez is okay. I think Sanchez is 8 too.
Eovaldi's probably 7. And I think Skeens is 7. I could be wrong.
Skeens is 7. Skeens
Yeah.
is 6.5.
I think it's
over
good.
6.5. So that would be 7. I'm pulling the rest of them up, but again, this is taking forever because Florida sucks. Again, I'm literally free rolling. I've already pulled out. So I was in for 5 units in the state of Florida. Got a free 5 units to bet with. Hit that. So I am out for 10. So I'm up 5 units in my Venmo. So essentially everything that's left on here is just
Free roll.
Like I'm free rolling everything right now. Sale at 7.5. So I got him for 8. I gotta go Eovaldi. Where are you at? There you are. I'm betting a Ranger. This is a problem.
The dead to me list says accept Eovaldi.
Oh, does it?
Yes,
Did you make that exception?
I did.
Actually, Eovaldi's 5.5.
Yeah, so there you go.
So that's
Good.
cool.
Well, that's good because you have to bet a couple others for 8, so that gives you a little
Yeah, I
bit.
got to bet Sale up. I'm already at 669 on the combo. Now, again, what's stupid in the state of Florida as well is because it's trades, the payout has to be an even dollar. So they manipulate you to get the right thing. It's dumb. So, all right. So I have it at plus 1567.
Yeah, with those.
I'm going to put a unit on it. So it's not like instead of the normal unit, it's actually 3 cents less than my normal unit, but it'll pay out 71.
Hey,
And
let's go.
I'll take Florida for, just so everybody knows, my unit's $5. So yeah, I'm up like $75 in the state of Florida, which is just wild. I'm free rolling everything today, by a long shot. So it's kind of cool.
All right, well let's hopefully this hits because NXT and we is backing it. You could take money out of Florida, which would be nice. You could use a rebate.
It'll help pay for Disney.
Yeah, I'll say all the Disney stuff you've had to pay for. It'll give you a little bit of a rebate.
Yeah.
But this next slide is gonna makes my head hurt.
Oh my God.
So Poolside Pat said he wanted 8 World Cup bets from me. Therefore, he got 8. It's 2 per game. I put the odds for individual. I put the odds for the games themselves, and then I have all of them parlayed, and I have the total combination of round robins at 11. So look, Netherlands versus Sweden. I've got both teams to score.
Yeah.
Although the Netherlands have the edge here, Sweden is no slouch, and they've actually been playing very well early in this tournament. So I don't want to discount that. I do think the Netherlands do win this game, but I think this is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of like 3-1, 4-2, something like that. I think that both teams score. I think that this is a game where it could get down to the end where maybe it's even as close as 3-2. I just think that Sweden's going to give them a run for their money. I don't think this is going to be a 3-0 like wash. And that being said, because I like that, I also like the over 2.5 goals because I think that Netherlands might score 3 by themselves, but I think combined, the worst that this game would be is 2-1, I think. And if that's the case, then we're going to get to 3 goals. Germany, Ivory Coast. Germany is outright by far the best team in this matchup, which is why there's minus 200 money line. But Ivory Coast is not necessarily like you see Ivory Coast and you're like, are they going to get walked all over? I don't think so. I mean, Germany dominated their first matchup, but to be clear, and I think they put up 7 goals in that first matchup. That's not happening today. Ivory Coast is better defensively than who Germany faced. However, I think Germany still wins this 3-0. I don't think Ivory Coast is even going to get on the board. I think you could probably bet the clean sheet, which is for Ivory Coast not to score, but don't quote me on that because I didn't do a lot of research on that part. But I do think Germany wins this 3-0 or possibly maybe they get to 4, but I don't think so. Ecuador versus Morocco. This is where the numbers get a little hectic because this 2 by itself is plus 465. I've got John Yeboah, anytime goal scorer. He had 3 shots on goal in his first game, and he literally hit the post twice that went towards the goalkeeper, and he just barely kicked it out. The third time was a save at the top right of the net. I think that he gets in. If he gets 3 shots on goal, he's scoring today. However, I don't think this is going to be all that high scoring. Like, I think that Morocco has a very, very good defense. Ecuador is obviously going to be good defense. I think that you're going to see a lot of ball control by Ecuador in this. I think they're going to probably possess the ball 75% of this game. And this is going to be one of those scrappy games. I think it's under 3.5 goals. And then lastly, the midnight game of Japan versus Tunisia. Japan is clearly the best team, but I think this is going to be another one of those games that is not going to be overly crazy. But what I think Japan wins 3-0, which is why I took the over 2.5 goals as well. I think Japan wins this clearly. I think they win 3-0. The possibility of them winning by more than 3 is there as well. Plus, Tunisia also may get a goal in there, and if they do, then I only need 2-1 to get to this 3. But I think Japan gets to 3 by themselves. So you got the first one. If you put them together, it's minus 115 if you just bet those 2. The second one's minus 145 to put them together. The third one is plus 465. That's partly because the anytime goal scorer by itself is plus 165. And then the last one is plus 162. If you put all 8 of those together, it's plus 4,576. Or if you could round robin all 11 combinations. The reason it's only 11 combinations is because when you do the round robin when it's same game stuff, it puts them together. So that means that the combination of that 2 plus that 2 have to hit, or that 2 and that 2. So why it's 11 combinations. So bet this responsibly. Know that I did research on this, but I also know zero about soccer outside of the research that I did. So I was asked to do this slide. I appreciate the fact that NXT and we thinks this is awesome because I did put a decent amount of research and work into this. And I did bet every one of these. Don't get me wrong. I bet all of this.
Nice.
But keep that with a grain of salt and know that I did this for Pats. And if this hits, I am going to be forever known as King of World Cup. Just
That world's
rules. I am holding the title of King of World Cup.
Professor's World Cup madness. Love it.
That being said, I think the next what we got left is the tabletops. Thank God, because, woo. So it is green. It is soft. It is plushy. It is a tabletop.
All right. Love it.
This is 100% wild, by the way.
More World Cup. More World Cup. Netherlands, Germany money line. You kind of said it. You kind of said why we should. That's pretty much. I mean, there's no sure bet, but I think that's a good one right there. We've seen a couple of crazy things already happen in the World Cup so far, so you never know, but they seem like sure things. So I got that. Obviously, we talked about the marquee matchup. Love the Chris Sale 8 and Harrison 6. I think I'm also going to bet that, the one that CJ put together. My alternates are Connolly, Hurley, and our guy Emerson Hancock, which was actually almost the marquee matchup, but I wanted to get I just feel safer with Sale and Harrison.
I really thought Peralta and Sanchez would be your marquee matchup today, honestly.
That definitely could, yeah, it certainly could have been as well. I don't know why I need to see one go through the hoop, being down almost 5 units.
It's funny. Last night when Chris was at the house at like 1, I looked at the pitching matchups for today. And I said, I bet you he's betting Sanchez and Peralta. I was wrong.
Well, Peralta has definitely.
He's owned the Phillies. I mean, like, Bryce Harper has 14 plate appearances against him, and he struck out 10 of those 14 times. He's also taken him deep twice. So, like, you know, what do you?
Yeah, and Peralta's let me down a couple times. And speaking of letting down, I may have my first addition to the Dead to Me list if Mr. Arrighetti does not get 6 strikeouts today, because it's just happened too many times. And I just feel like I need to experience adding somebody to that list. So
you can add Cat to that list.
Yeah. So just so y'all know, I didn't fix it today because I forgot. But someone removed Cat off of this list and left that spot blank.
Someone did.
Just so he knows that eventually, sometime this weekend, it will be put where he's on all 8 spots.
What? We can't do that. That's illegal. It's illegal.
And then I'm going to lock the slide so you can't change it.
No.
It'll be password protected. Yeah, if you want to know the password, is Cat Sucks. So if you want to change it, you have to type in Cat Sucks.
This is ridiculous.
And it was over after Game 4. Like, that's another thing that also needs to be
It was definitely over after Game 4.
It was definitely over after Game 4. There was no way the Knicks lost that series after Game 4.
And they didn't, which is really cool. Still a champion.
Well, you know what? It would have been really cool if you just acknowledged the fact that it was over. Can somebody post in the chat, NXT, you're the real one, post that Pat was wrong, that it wasn't over after Game 4. Floor has some cool parts of it. Yeah, I mean, listen.
Not on the betting side, they don't.
The betting side is absolute trash. I'm getting hosed with odds. Like, I should be up. He's up 15
units. He should be up like 35.
I should be up like 25 units. It's bad. Because it's essentially the stock market. You have to pay for the trade. It's absolute trash.
We'll let both sides finish his bets because we kind of hijacked this slide.
Yeah, that is wild though. No, it's kind of simple stuff going forward. It's 4-4 Abbott, Bueller, our guy Mr. Meyer, and Cantillo. Just a lot of familiar faces at this point, and I think that is
his first name Oscar? Asking for a friend.
Thank you.
And is Dingler's first name Dirk?
I don't know what's going on. But give me that. 2+ hits, runs, RBIs. You talked about PCA with your bet. Going to the well with Dingler. I know the two of them have at least 30. I believe both of them 30+ hits, runs, RBIs in the last 10. Diaz is like I tried to do the math. I think it's like right around 17 in his last 10. But a bunch of familiar faces. Bringing back the Bryce parlay because why not? Just felt like the Cardinals have a random Saturday off, so unable to bet on them today. So you know what? Maybe today is today. Definitely was around this time when we originally hit the original Bryce parlay. So that'd be really cool. And then you talked about it. The Siege to end it. My I'm not stealing it. It's mine. This is my performance double. Sanchez 7 Ks in Phillies money line.
Look, Dirk Dingler and Oscar Mayer and I bet. And
So-
Brewer. There's a lot of good names on there, actually.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I'm having to
I
watch
agree.
it. The reason why actually it was today that we did the first Bryce parlay last year, and the reason why we did the Bryce parlay last year on today is because today is my son Bryce's birthday.
That's
So
right.
That's the reason why we did the Bryce parlay last year on this day, and we started with it on this day.
That's
Um,
crazy.
So he turned 4 today, so that's the reason why you're breaking out the Bryce parlays, because it's the 1 year anniversary because we started it on Bryce's birthday
Well,
last year.
now we have a new Bryce to add to this, so I'm throwing all three of them. Bryce Eldred is going in this parlay. We're putting all three together
Oh,
for his birthday.
see, I can't bet it now because I only have 1 cent in the trade market, and I'm not giving Florida any more money.
That is awesome. I love the Bryce parlay.
Let me knock
Shout out
out
to
the
Bryce.
three and tell y'all what it is. By the way, the fact that Joey Bart is already in the Braves lineup is wild. They just traded for him yesterday.
Joey who?
I mean, Joey Bart, the ex, was he red?
He was with the Pirates,
Oh, right.
and then we
Yeah,
trade.
and NL
funny,
Central team at the
We traded a pitcher that we just got from the Pirates back to the Pirates for Joey Bart. But whatever.
Man,
I just
it
happened to pull up
happens.
the home runs for that game and saw Joey Bart was on there. I was like, wait, he's playing today? He just got traded yesterday. Where is
Yeah, so that's Joseph Bart. I do remember watching him in Pittsburgh when I was there 2 years ago for
where-
sanctity and knowledge, I guess. But yeah,
because Bryce Terang is a plus 1,000 today to home run against Sale.
He has like 11 home runs. I think.
I mean, my PD of the day is Skeen 7 and Pirates money line. You're getting it plus 127. Probably going to get better somewhere other than this terrible fucking gambling state known as Florida. Sorry, I'm really heated because I just did the math on like half of them, and yeah, I'd be up 23 units if Florida didn't have stupid crap.
Bryce Terang, Bryce Eldridge, Bryce Harper, plus 36,365.
AKA the Vegas bet.
$1 to win 364. Let's go.
AKA, well, not even the Vegas bet. Never mind.
It's the biggest bet if you put more than $1 on it, but
That's true. Yeah, maybe.
moving on, we got some results from Jen's cuts and top 40s. Just know it was the U.S. Open and putting was wild.
Putting was wild. Some chipping was wild. Again, when you look on the left side, that's the side I recommended you bet. Parlay 1 missed it by John Rahm. That really surprised me. I'll be 100% honest. I was very surprised by that. Parlay 2, everybody made it. Parlay 3,
You're welcome on Fleetwood.
Seawood Kim missed it. He's burned me a couple times through this year. I'll be honest.
On the dead to me list, Jen?
No, I'm not saying that. But close. Parlay 4, they all made it. So I put the ones who missed the cut. Those are indicated, and the check marks are good. Right side, I told you what I was betting, but I did not recommend you bet it. But you'll see some people made it. Goddard made it. Fitzpatrick made it.
Yeah.
One of the Jacksons made it, and Johnson made it. Now look under the young guns. Those are the kids that were either in high school or college. It wasn't all of them. It was the ones I handpicked. Go Ryder Cowan, who not only made the cut, but he's an 11. This was as of yesterday, as of last night at the end of round 2. He's an 11. And then Marique Fleming, who is plus 620, also made the cut. So
I just can't
some
believe the
young
rest of
guns
them didn't
surprised
come
us.
for me to win $5,000. It's some bullshit.
Some young guns really surprised us, and some shoe-ins also surprised us on a negative way. So that's kind of my update from yesterday. And my next slide, if it's my next slide, will give you a preview of something to keep in mind for today. All right, so for today, tee-off times are really important. It's windy. The earlier in the day, the windier it is. The later your tee time, the more advantage you have. You'll see Wyndham Clark and Matt Fitzpatrick, who are paired together, have the best tee time. They're going to have the best weather for all of their 18 holes. And then it progresses down into the tougher tee times. You'll see Scotty and Rory both have some tougher tee times. It's only by an hour and a half, but that hour and a half apparently is really going to matter. So I'm going to jump you over to the right side. I went ahead and put together a new parlay of top finishes. They are pretty conservative. I think a lot of people in this group and even in the chat would put Scotty Scheffler in the top 5. If you want to do that, feel free to do that. I tend to play pretty conservative on these, but I've got Wyndham Clark, Xander, Scheffler, Fitzpatrick, Morikawa, McIlroy, and Fitzpatrick to vary between the top 5 and the top 20. NXT, you had asked for a round robin yesterday. We weren't sure which sport you really wanted. So I went ahead and put mine on here that I'm doing. I did a 7-leg parlay. I did each of them individually. I did a 7-leg parlay with all of them together. And then I chose the 3-pick round robin. And I did, so that's 35 picks times 50 cents each. So I invested $17.50 to hopefully net $47.89. So it's hard to share with the chat how round robins pay out. But you had requested one, so I went ahead and put one in here for the golf. Again, feel free to use your judgment. If you want Scheffler, if you think Scheffler's going to win, put him as a winner or the top 5. But this was my conservative bet. And then bottom left, I just love the Fitzpatrick human interest story. I love that everyone knew who Matt Fitzpatrick was, didn't really know who Alex Fitzpatrick was, and Alex is really showing up. So that is a reach, but I've got Fitzpatrick for top 5 and Alex for top 10.
So that is now your third round robin we've given you. So I feel like we came through with the round robins.
3 round robins.
The 6-pack, I
Gotta love it.
and all 8 of the freaking World Cup bets. But as you said, I'll move on to mine. I've got a strikeout parlay. I've got Nathan Eovaldi 6+ strikeouts, Paul Steen 6+ strikeouts, Chris Sale 6+ strikeouts. We already talked about these guys. I don't really need to talk about it. Plus 228. I am laddering Paul Skeens 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now I bet this on FanDuel, which is where you get him at 750. You bet him anywhere else, it's only plus 500 for 10 strikeouts. So if you're going to bet this ladder, I suggest if you have money on FanDuel, bet it there. So first of all, Skeens just struck out 10 times the last time he faced them on 5/12, and he just struck Miami out 10 times the last time in his last start. So I feel that if you get to 8 strikeouts, you're not going to lose money. So you're free rolling at that point. I think we get to 8 strikeouts. The question is, does he get 9 and 10? I think he does. And if he does get to 9 and 10, you're going to get somewhere around 15 units off of this bet. So I put my entire balance on FanDuel in this ladder. I divided it by 4 and literally my entire balance for this thing. I'm all in on Paul Skeens today. I really think he gets to 10 strikeouts, which is also why you see it. I don't put a lot of these ladders on my tabletops, and I did today, and this is why, because I really believe in it. And then I have a hit parlay of Seiya Suzuki, 1+ hit. He is 6 for 12 versus Corbin lifetime. Ty France, 1+ hit, who just went deep twice yesterday. He's 7 for 14 versus Eovaldi lifetime. And then Freddie Freeman, he is 5 for 12 versus Rogers lifetime. These are all batters that have good matchups against the pitchers they're facing. Got this at plus 242, and then Yoshinobu Yamamoto at the minus 105 at over 18.5 outs, which is the best bet of the day. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 7 bets that are on the tabletop. That is usually 4 or 5 more than I normally do. So we're going hard in the paint today.
And the World Cup bets.
And the World Cup. Well, yeah, look, it is what it is. But Corbin, my last call is Corbin Carroll, Kyle Schwarber, and Seiya Suzuki all to hit a home run at plus 10,599. I boosted it to that. I think it was like 8,000. I had a boost to get it to 10,599. I already talked about Corbin Carroll. He's my long ball. Kyle Schwarber is kind of self-explanatory. The guy hits a home run 30% of the games he plays in. And then Seiya Suzuki has like I said, he's 6 for 12 with 2 home runs versus Corbin. So I think that he can go deep today. C Money poolside Pat equals champion. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's just y'all separately. Just kidding. And then Chicks Picks Jen has hers, which is the Goodman.
Goodman for 1 home run and 2, and then all my U.S. Open hole-in-one typical bets. NXT, you had put earlier in the chat you wanted to see if we had a UFC bet. It wasn't until about 5 minutes before the show that I even thought about UFC. So while these fine gentlemen were talking about baseball, I did some quick research, and I will give you a UFC parlay, and that is Mesquita, Lima, Rodriguez, and Sterling all for money lines. So Mesquita, got to throw a chick in there. Lima, Rodriguez, and Sterling money lines. I bet that on Fanatics. It's not usually the sports book I use, but I use Fanatics because they had a 50% profit boost for UFC. So that turned a plus 164 into a plus 247. That profit boost is a 50% profit boost and gives you some Fanatics cash too. So that would be $10 into $34.73.
We're gonna have to go all of that again, but all right. So Mesquita got that.
Mesquita, Lima,
Okay.
Rodriguez,
Christian Rodriguez. Okay.
and Sterling.
Sterling. All right. Cool.
Are we naming an international stock right now? Just
You broke up a whole lot. What'd you say?
I said, are we doing an international soccer team right now? Is that what that was?
No, these were all UFC.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, man.
Yeah. There's a request in the chat for a UFC bet, so we went ahead and did some quick research on those.
I don't even have that 50% boost on Fanatics. That's wild.
You know what?
Very disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
It is.
I'll bet it anyway.
Just
But
straight trash. AKA
No, it
Florida sucks.
Florida bashing.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Thanks
listen,
for that
the round
feedback.
robins are great. I
but
love the round robins.
this needs to have Cat put back on it. That invisible ink is wild. I don't know what's happening. Shota definitely belongs there. Gausman got absolutely murdered last night, which is why he's on this list. I think he gave 7 runs in 2 innings. Which is, he's not high enough on this list, I don't think. And as I said, we have Rangers, not Evaldi. On this.
Right,
my units are not right. This is actually 70.35. It's not 73 because I forgot to update it. Poolside, I don't know if his is updated, but I think it is. Yes. So 25.6. He did have that big plus 500 win yesterday on one of his alternate marquee matchups that helped him out. PD King hasn't had a chance to put a lot of bets in, but he's at up 10 units. And Jen is after yesterday, she's still at over 5 units. 40, 39, and 1. She's now at 80 bets. So she's trying to catch up with Poolside. She needs more golf tournaments to finish, and she'll be past this.
Yeah,
she'll be there.
Yeah, then C Money is on here at 0-2. He needs to get a win to get to the left side. Right now he is capped at under units at 2 units under. It would be the weakest under units we've ever had, to be fair.
Well,
45 and
here's the
103
thing,
is
like
very fun.
I've been up big in Florida and I haven't been able to give you my bets, so I'm not putting those on here because the only bets that I put on here are the bets that I give you guys. But I'm up a lot of units while I've been in Florida. I'd be up a lot more, as I've already talked about. I'd be up essentially 30 units. Include everything I bet in the state of Florida. But unfortunately, it's happening.
It happens.
Somehow we got through all of that,
Right.
especially with soccer,
Florida,
in a decent amount of time. I'm not sure how we did it. I'm going to go back real quick and just go through because some of these bets, there was a lot of stuff involved in them. And
I'm
just,
going to get going low, guys.
okay, you're good.
You're good.
But we got Yamamoto over 18.5 outs, Corbin Carroll and Goodman balls. The 6-pack is Pete Crozier, Armstrong, Samad Taylor, Yordan Alvarez, Brian Reynolds, Zach Geloff, and Liam Hicks all to get a hit. Chris Sale, Kyle Harrison. The 750 club is Paul Skeens, Evaldi, Chris Sale, and Sanchez, all 7+ strikeouts. Then my World Cup bets, Netherlands versus Sweden, both teams to score, and over 2.5 goals. The Germany versus Ivory Coast, Germany money line, and Germany over 1.5 goals. Ecuador versus Caraco, John Yaboa, anytime goal, and under 3.5 goals at +465. Then Japan versus Tunisia, Japan money line, and over 2.5 goals. That is at +162. If you parlay them all together, it's +4,576. And I also round robin all 11 combinations of this. And then we have pool sides. He's got too many bets. I'm not reading all those. We have all these cut bets, not reading all those either. Those were just results. Wyndham Clark top 5, Schauffele top 20, Scheffler top 10, Matt Fitzpatrick top 20, Colin Morikawa top 20, Rory top 20, and Alex Fitzpatrick top 20. All 7 put together is +1,071. Or you can do a 3-pick round robin and do it's 35 combinations at 50 cents, 17.50 to 147.89. Then I have Evaldi, Skeens, and Sale all for 6+ strikeouts. I have a 7 through 10 ladder bet of Paul Skeens, and then the Suzuki Ty France Freddie Freeman hit parlay. And that is it for today. We had a full house today. I know during the week lately you've been just seeing me or Pat or just me and Pat, but today we had a full house for you. I'm hoping that we hit a fair amount of these for you, NXT, and we, if nothing else, hit the ladder parlay with Skeens, and then the rest will be free rolling. But that will do it for us. Any last calls from anybody out there today?
Nope, 47 days till kickoff.
Yeah, we're there. And again, if you missed yesterday, I did say that I'm not speaking for the panel. I'm just telling you that I personally will have a show dedicated to fantasy football when it gets closer, sometime mid-July. And I'm going to break down like where you should draft people, what their round grades, stuff like that, sleepers, all that. I'm going to have a lot of that. Chicks Picks Jen does a manifesto, so I'll get some of the information out of her manifesto and bring that to you all. So if you're into fantasy football like I am, you'll look forward to that. I will have that show that will be separate from our normal shows, but I will announce that once we figure out when we're going to do that. That being said, as always, these were the hot tips for your bet slips. I will play you out. You all have a good Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.